Hey, good morning. Thought I'd do this Star of County Down. I got a request for it, and it is a pretty song. It is a march, at least in the version that I'm playing. There's another version out there that I think is called Star of the Heather Down. Maybe it's also called County Down, but it's a waltz. But this version is a march, and a march is basically 2/4 time, but played slowly like Coleman's March. So this is played slowly. It's very pretty. Just to review, sounds something like this. And that's it. It's played a little differently. It is played basically A B, and so it doesn't do the tip, and that's not atypical in Irish tunes. They don't, the Appalachian tunes almost to a tune do A B B. The Irish tunes can be a little bit different than that. They can even be A B. In essence, this one kind of is AABA almost. So anyway, all of that aside, let's go through. It starts 2nd fret on the delta string. First phrase is, let's do that again. So that's 2 to 5 to open alpha. Do 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 do. Once more. Next phrase. That phrase starts on the 5th fret of the delta string to open alpha to 3, twice on that 3, and then finishes on 5th fret of alpha. Again. Again. Those two together. Again. If you notice right hand too, let me do it again. I'll do it slowly. Watch the right hand. This is almost all quarter notes, so it's fairly straightforward and fairly simple to play. And so it's mostly downstrokes, not completely. One thing I like to do on the beginning of that, I really like to do that with a hammer on. The pick action, just listen to the difference. I just like the sound of that hammer on. So all I'm doing there is I'm doing the downstroke on the 2nd fret, and I'm hammering on to the 5th fret with my ring without a pick stroke. All right, next phrase. The next phrase is starts on the 3rd fret of the alpha string to 5 to open echo, then back to 5 on alpha, and 3 to open. It's just kind of an ascending little, not quite a scale, but it's and then the last phrase of the first half, it's kind of like the beginning. It starts on the 2nd fret of the delta and goes goes to 5. So that's the first half of the A part. So let's do it all together, nice and slow. That's it. And you're going to find the second half of the A part is almost identical except for that last little phrase. Instead of, it's going to go. So let's do the second half. I'm going to play through because the first I'll play all through all that's identical. It starts the same way. To there, and then just goes to 5 on delta and back to open alpha. So the first half is a little bit different. The only difference is that last phrase. So let's do it all together, nice and slow. And that's the A part. Let's do it one more time. It doesn't play to, remember, it's only, that's all it's going to do before it goes to the B part when you're playing. But let's do it one more time together. Here we go. 1, 2. And there are places where it's going to do that down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. It's kind of like a fiddle shuffle on the mandolin. All right, B part. First phrase starts on the 3rd fret of the alpha string to open echo, to a 3rd fret echo, and then twice on open echo. And again, watch the right hand. It's mostly downstrokes. All right, next phrase. Let's do that together. Again. Okay, next phrase. Let's see. Oh, where am I here? Yeah. Yeah, next phrase is very simple. It starts with the ring finger 5th fret on the alpha to 3 on alpha, and then 3 downstrokes on back on 5. So those two together. Again. Next phrase. Starts on open echo to 5 on delta, 5 on alpha to 3 on alpha, and then open alpha twice. Again. Again. And then it's basically going to go back into a similar, like the A part. That same phrase, so it's and now it is going to repeat the A part, except it's going to go into it a little differently. So this last little bit. So let's do, before we get into that last phrase, let's do what we have so far. then the next phrase. Let's go ahead and do it with that phrase because you already have that phrase. Again. Hear that hammer on? I like that hammer on. All right, now the last half starts with 3 on alpha, 3, 2 open. And then this next part is just like the A part. And the last phrase is very similar to the A part, but not identical. Just stays on that open A. So it's open E to 5 to 3. And then stays on that A. So let's do that whole B part here. Do the B part again, even though it only does it once in the song. Whoops. There you go. Now let's do the whole thing together. One time through the A part, one time through the B part. And I suppose you could probably break this down into A, B, B, but I think of it more as A, B. So here we go. Whoops, start again. B part.